I should make a page, shouldn't I? Honest answer off a miserable farmer.
But you're not really a miserable farmer, are you? That's the reality.
Yeah.
That one. That one.
We can't do what we do without her mum.
No.
Well, we named the last child after her.
Is that right?
did
Keep us
you?
smooth. See if I could get free nursery care, I'd name them after the last nursery. Bonnie, we could be renaming you.
I don't know. Some of them
They have a
just...
purpose.
They're all tunnel vision.
Do they
aren't
though? What? You tell me the purpose now.
Listen, I'm just trying to... I ask the questions here. Alright? I ask the questions here. I've been Cammy.
I've been Iona.
And we are all fed by farmers. Whenever we're doing new clothing, we'll be like, what do you think of this, Iona? And usually she's critical of it, and it's like... I don't really take too much of what she says about her clothing to heart, if I'm honest with you. And then she made a very good point. Look at the state of me. This is my hernia recovery trousers. Yeah, get me now. And this hat, just because it was sitting there, and I just think it's funny. So, hello and welcome to the Fed by Farmers podcast with me, Cammy Wilson.
And me, Iona Murray.
Today we have another couple of guests in the studio, more YouTubers, but more than that, they are hardworking farmers try to push on very similar circumstances to myself, just try to get a start in farming, but I'll introduce them a bit more very soon. First of all, Iona, would you like to thank our sponsors who make this all happen?
It would be my honour. Thank you to Crystalyx and Tracesure by Animax.
Yes, absolutely. I actually just put some Crystalyx out. We've put some tups out early this year.
Have you? Already?
Don't ask, I don't want to talk about it. But we have put some tups out.
Can you talk about it? Why have you done that?
Yeah, I can talk.
Just to start lambing earlier?
Yeah, we've got. We have got a shed to use this year. So, like, I'm terrible. It's like we finished scanning at the end of February, and then, the first couple of days in March, and I'm kind of like.
I was just about to say, I'm actually happy to hear that. You were a nightmare this year when it was like waiting for lambing to start.
Yeah, everyone else is.
You were starting new websites.
That's right. That's getting carried away. Yeah, so you have that month where it's like just maintenance, just waiting for the lambs to drop. So I thought, well, why don't we just go straight from scanning, straight into lambing, and then never have a minute? And that's what I like. So yeah, that's what we're doing this year. So we'll just do 200.
Right, okay.
Then we'll have 1,300. If they were all in lamb, they'd be 1,300 thereafter. Something to do, innit?
Oh, exactly. Fills the time.
So my point was, we just put some Crystalyx out to those early lambers just now. Well, it's been miserable.
Yesterday was lovely.
I said I wasn't give them. Yeah, to be fair, it was. But I mean, today again, back to heavy rain and cold. I said I wasn't going to put any Crystalyx out this year actually because I got too many triplets last year. Mm-hmm. But now I've got the shed. I'm just like,
be fine.
So yeah, Crystalyx out, and as we've said before, everything's bolus. So yeah, shout out to them. Thanks for making this all happen. It takes a lot of time and effort to get all these podcasts out. So the little bung we get from the sponsors makes it worthwhile, and of course the joy that we bring to you guys in the comments section. Thanks very much as always. Anything to update before we dive into this podcast? Is there anything you'd like to update from the week? I keep taking this off because I'm not really a hat guy.
Are you not?
No, anyone listening, I'm wearing a cowboy hat.
I just can't pull off any style of hat. Mm-hmm. Although I did quite like that cap that I tried on.
The Fed cap?
Yeah.
Do I try it on just now so people can see what you're talking about?
Oh, no, but I need to sort myself before I... No,
then the people can judge whether you should wear a hat or not.
Okay. I mean, I think I would probably, if I was doing it, I would put my hair in maybe like a low ponytail.
Okay.
Or a bun.
I think it's okay.
Would you maybe go further?
Trendy. Also, let us know what you think of this new Fed cap. I was wearing a new Fed cap that we're thinking about doing. It's a sample. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's,
Ashley, what do you think? I like it. You should see, she started saying she liked it
before she even looked at it. I know.
Such a woman thing. I knew she was going to like it no matter what.
What do you mean it's a woman thing?
Well, like, if I was a guy, I would be like I would just be like, looks terrible.
Yeah, so would I.
Would you?
I would say that to you.
If Ashley was wearing a hat,
I would say to Ashley.
Exactly.
I would say to you.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, girls are so nice to each other. Whereas guys, it's like the opposite.
No, but it's not how I look in the cap. We're just judging the cap right now.
Oh, so she looks terrible in the hat, you're saying, but you like the cap? Is that what you meant? That's exactly what she's saying. Yeah, okay. Right, sorry, I take it back. Girls aren't nice to each other then. You bitches. Right, that's terrible. Okay, so we've clarified that. Anything else you want to add about your week?
No, you know how I'm just bad at the whole dates when this is going out, what's actually happened.
Yeah, this is
I
out on
can't
Tuesday.
I can't deal with
Anyone
it.
wondering, we record this the Friday before and it comes out the Tuesday. It gives us time to tweak it. But by the Tuesday time comes out, big Lanark sales following that on the Friday.
And Stirling will have been. Stirling's tomorrow.
Yeah, Stirling will be good going as well. Some good lambs going there. And then the big Blackie sale at Lanark is the following Friday. So we'll do a sheep game vlog from there, I think. We'll go and film that. It'll be good crack.
That was funny you sending me that wee clip from Dalmally years ago when you were up videoing.
Well, someone had, so Iona's talking about, there's a YouTube video I did at Dalmally from the Blackie sale, the Scottish Blackface sale, and Iona's in it, and I just caption her as John's lassie, I think it is. Is it John's lassie?
Yeah, proud daughter.
Proud daughter, and
Yeah.
then and a little bit underneath John's lassie, or John's girl or something like that, I can't remember, because she's holding it up for her dad John before the sale. Yeah, that's right. And that must have been about 3 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I think. So yeah, and someone had literally commented on it.
Really?
That's why it popped up in my feed saying,
Right, okay.
what a weird world where Iona's featuring in this video, and then 4 years later you're doing a podcast.
That is weird.
Yeah, I'd forgot all about it. So there you go.
Yeah.
You've been on the sheep game before, and you'll be on it again. We'll get you at Lanark.
Okay.
We'll get some shots of you in.
Sorry, just one wee thing that's just been on my mind recently is, why do you think when people pass each other in the morning, they say good morning, but at any other time of day, they wouldn't?
Because good morning it's like a beginning. It's like there is hope that things might be better than they were before. But once you get further on the day, it's a forlorn thing to say, like good night. It's like it's over.
Okay.
It's over. It's like good night.
Afternoon. Good afternoon.
I thought say that.
Would you? I feel like when I'm out and about in the morning.
I was just making up a reason off the top of my head. I don't actually know that.
Oh no, we know. That was clear.
I was just winging it. But actually, folks say good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Cammy Wilson here phoning to speak to you about the position of co-podcaster. We're looking for something new. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Yep. No worries. Cheers. Already got a job.
Cool.
Sorry.
I've got big things planned anyway. So it's fine.
No. So I know folks say good afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I just. I think they do. You
Okay.
can, again, folk can weigh in if they disagree with me. Anything else that's been bugging you?
Oh God, a lot, but we won't get into it.
I had one, but I thought I'll save it to. I said I'll write this down. It was like one of these things that really, like grinds my gears. Yeah, and then I thought of it, and I thought I'll write that down. You forget, and I thought, I don't need to write it down. I won't forget. Forgot it.
We were going to do that. Ask guests their biggest gripe.
Should we start doing that?
Yeah, gripe. What a great word. That's a good word, isn't it?
Gripe. Grinds my gears.
Grinds my gears.
What grinds your gears?
Yeah, my gripes.
My gripes. Yeah, I can't think of one. I've loads of them, hundreds of them. I can't think of one just now. We'll prepare for next week. Anyway, let me talk about this week's guests. We have Sam Shuttleworth and Oliver Brown joining us. Now, they have a YouTube channel. Mainly Sam. Well, it's both of them, but it's Sam Shutt Farming on YouTube. Now, I want to give Sam a big shout out for her YouTube channel. Like, they are absolute grafters, really try to push on. They have a 10-year tenancy on a farm, but, they're working bloody hard to make it all work and to pay the bills and to get ahead. So YouTube is starting to help with that now. Mm-hmm. Sam talks about that in this and the income she gets from that, and how that's helping them all push on with the farming, as it has done with me as well. So I can absolutely relate to them. Absolutely relate to them. So Sam talks openly about that. Well, I just ask her direct how much she's getting off it, and she tells me. But she's Sam is a grafter. Oliver's a grafter. He might come across as a wee bit moody at first. I will say that. But that's just how he is, and he has a great quote to describe it. Honestly, he warms up. It's just how he is. He's not used to all this like big lights and razzmatazz that we have here. But I did want him to come up because I hope that by putting him on Fed by Pharmacy, it gives him a wee push forward with their YouTube channel and everything they're doing. So definitely go and see. It's just good, hard-working folk, working with sheep and cattle in Yorkshire as well.
I know, lovely
countryside.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam, I do joke in it, Sam's got 5 kids now. Like, she's almost at that Yorkshire Shepherdess Amanda Owen level.
Working towards it.
Do you know what I mean? They can. There'll be a TV deal there in years to come. So before we start the podcast, a little thing I want to go into directly. I made a conscious decision in this not to talk about something that Sam has done in her past, that many people watching this podcast will know about, many won't know about. And I decided that, like, draw a line under it. She's spoken openly about it before. She's extremely strong-willed and impressive. Like she you think things just like bounce off her and don't bother her, and she'll certainly say they don't bother her, but like it will bother you eventually. And there's people who will comment on Sam's social media and in any other social media, and they'll say things in reference to what I'm talking about, and the folk that know what I'm talking about, they'll say things about that. See, if you're posting on her social media or someone else's social media in a public forum about that, you're bullying. Like, you're a bully. I'm telling you that direct. And there's no place for it in farming. So if you've done it before, you maybe don't realise you're a bully. All right? But no, I'm telling you. So you need to draw a line under this. Do not... Anybody that posts anything on the sheep game or fed by farmers relating to it will be blocked. Tell you that straight away. Won't tolerate it. And it's not mentioned at all in this podcast. Okay? So I made a conscious decision of that. I'm addressing it here. Move on and wise up. Talk amongst your friends. No hassle. Right? But don't be commenting on lassie's social media because there's no need for it. That's my thoughts on it.
You know what's so weird, right? See, when you're talking there,
I'm not good at being serious.
I feel guilty. I feel like I've done it. See, right now, like,
so maybe that'll work then.
I honestly, like, I'm like, oh my god. Like,
I don't do serious for
no,
you.
but that
does upset
no,
me.
absolutely no.
Because it is bullying, and I will not tolerate it. Like,
and it's just been World Mental Health Awareness Day as well.
Exactly,
Yep.
and and that's why I'm making the point, because I went down and did some scanning for Sam, and folk commented on my social media,
right? Okay,
making reference to this, and I just deleted all the because it's bullying.
Yeah.
I probably should have called it out a bit stronger at the time, but I just deleted them out the way so that nobody see them. But I'm telling you now, if you're a bully, all right? And as the farming community, we should call those folk out. If you see a comment like that, call them out. They're bullying. That said, let's get into the podcast. Here we go. Okay, so we are here with Sam Shutt. Is it? Let me just get this right.
Yeah.
Is it actual Shuttleworth? You just go Sam Shutt.
Just Sam Shutt, just for a nickname. Shuttleworth it is.
Shuttleworth's
But it is
proper.
actually
Yeah,
Shuttleworth.
Shuttleworth.
Right, okay.
Do people call you
It's too
Shutt?
long, isn't
No.
it? Samantha Shuttleworth. It's quite long.
Well, that makes sense, because I at first I was like, is that like a German name or something? Like,
Shutt.
aye, Shutt. I was like, it's like
Yeah.
a German, but okay,
It's shortcut.
it's Shuttleworth.
Yeah.
So we're here with Sam Shuttleworth and Oliver Brown. I see the name you're wearing on your, is that your business name or is that a family business?
That's her dad's haulage business.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting a wee...
50 odd years running now, or is it 60
Just
odd?
Christmas presents.
Is it? I like it.
Keeps us clothed all year, it's great.
Ari Shuttleworth and Sons.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to them straight away. And that's your
Yeah.
father's business, did you say? Or your
My
grandfather?
granddad and
Granddad,
grandma.
yeah. So
Right, okay.
Well, granddad and
Yeah.
sons. And,
Livestock College.
yeah. And fertiliser, yeah.
Okay, so we'll start this one. You're obviously a new YouTube sensation. Both of you, to be fair, you go under Sam Shutt Farming,
Yeah.
but you're both heavily involved in it. Oliver dragged kicking and streaming.
Is it not your thing, Oliver?
By all accounts, it is now. He's getting paid for it. He's warming up to it now.
He is warming slightly, actually. You are getting more involved a little bit, aren't you?
But the views are better when I'm not cooperating, so...
Do you know, funny,
No.
Lizzie's actually a big fan, and she was saying that. I said it's actually just kind of part of the dynamic that, you know, you're all positive and whatever, and, and all of us like
Down to earth,
miserable. Yeah. I actually think, I don't know, Lizzie shows me a lot of things on Ladies Who Lamb.
No.
Right, okay, there's a Facebook page called Ladies Who
All
Lamb, right? Really good page where like you get away from, you know, it's like a lot of farming forums, like these guys that think they know everything weighed in heavy if someone asks a question. Whereas there it's a bit more of a safe space. They can ask a question and the ladies will answer it nicely, generally speaking. You get some crazy ones that are like, you know, sheep's at death's door and they're like, what's this? You know, and they're like, we'll just phone the vet. You know, like why taking photos and putting it on the internet, phone the bloody vet. But there's a lot of good ones as well. And one big thing is that I think a lot of folk will be able to associate with the miserable farmer, like Oliver here.
I should make a page, shouldn't I? Honest answer off a miserable farmer.
You can maybe clip lots of these wee short clips.
Yeah.
But you're not really a miserable farmer, are you? That's the reality.
Yeah,
Answered that one. Answered that one.
Yeah.
You're looking at me.
Well, I don't know.
You can't even...
You are, but you're not. Like,
I gave you a
nobody
perfect out there.
nobody sees the good side because I don't film it. That's all indoors.
Well,
Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
he is
I
he's genuinely nice. You're just a
I'm
bit
just
stressful.
miserable.
Yeah,
But I'm happy being miserable.
Yeah.
I like
And I
that.
don't
That
mind.
is a good quote.
Put that in a t-shirt. Like one of our next t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's your
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Hey, there you go. You've started doing some Sam Shutt merch. I see now.
Oh, just, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's your first t-shirt.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy
pretty good.
that a lot of farmers would love that. I'm happy being miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a
That
belter.
That is,
works.
that's
That
good.
works, yeah.
In fact, that's already going to be the thumbnail, I can tell, for this one. I'm happy being miserable.
Should we go back a few steps?
Absolutely, we're just, we're in the
right,
middle of the podcast already.
Yeah. So maybe like where you grew up, what your background is.
Yeah, my uncle and grandma and granddad had a dairy farm. So we used to go there every holidays, every chance we could. And that's where I got to learn everything from a young age. And then just grew from then, yeah.
So your parents weren't into farming?
No, they weren't farming. No, they're from farming background. Because my grandma and granddad has the farm. But they weren't farming, no. My dad's a haulage man. And my mum's a seamstress. Is that the correct word? Dressmaker?
Yeah,
seamstress. Yeah. So, yeah, just grew from there. And then that all came to an end. And then I met you when you were 15. I was 16. And
Rascal.
we just sort of learnt together somehow. Like, I learnt a lot off you when that ended.
Yeah.
From nothing.
And what were you doing at 15? What's your story?
Been kicked out.
Don't you know everything you're doing at 15? More
Been
so what you're
kicked
doing
out
in
of
the farm.
school because I was nothing but a nuisance. Because all I wanted to do was farm.
Right.
Come from farming, but yeah, head teacher used to give me a lift home most days because I was nothing but bother. She just wanted rid of me.
Is that right? This is at high school?
Yeah.
What were you just
I
causing
just didn't
mischief?
want to be there. It was just been a nuisance.
Seems like it's a running theme all over, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just doesn't want to be places. Yeah.
So
Do you want to be here?
Being dragged up here.
No,
it's further than she told me.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's only 2.5 hours, but just slightly more.
But yeah,
It'll be fine. It'll be great. Wait till you see the feedback. He's a miserable. But I want one of those t-shirts.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'll have to make them.
So were your parents farmers?
Yeah, great granddad was, and then my dad. And there wasn't enough work at home, so I went and worked on a farm, which is just a mile down the road from where we live now. Met Samantha.
How did you meet?
Oh, I'll tell him this. This is
Go on
great.
then.
We're at a house party. One of my old friends from school, still friends with her now, but they had a leaving party, and we went. I saw you there, didn't I? I did have my eye on someone else, but that didn't work out. Well, I didn't try anyway. But there was an arm wrestling competition, right? And I was sat on the stairs, and I don't think they saw me, but I was watching. And he beat every one of them, and I thought, right, that's the one I need. And I got him. Yeah.
I love that. Good genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah, good genetics. He's like,
Yeah.
he's the one.
Yeah.
And obviously, back then, that's 50. What age is now? Like, how long ago is this we're talking?
16 years. I'm 32, 33 soon.
Right, okay.
What am I?
He's
Yeah, but you'll be 32 or
You're a
31.
toy boy.
31.
Okay, 16 years ago. Right, and so you've been together 16 years?
Yeah, it hasn't been all plain sailing.
This 5 years was on and off.
Right.
It always is, I think.
Yeah, okay.
You get
Yeah,
it for 5
especially
years. And
especially when
that
you're
age,
15,
yeah.
16.
yeah.
But yeah, pretty much.
And, but not married?
No, I can't afford it.
Not yet.
We're engaged, but
Same.
Yeah.
I don't even get engaged just because...
like, I just see people getting married, and within a year or 2 or 3, that it just goes wrong. So it's
Ah, well,
I
listen,
don't
I'm
want it to
divorced.
go wrong.
I know, I'm divorced.
Yeah.
I've done it. There's
right.
another reason. Like, I was married
Why does it
for
go wrong?
6 years or so. And yeah, my story was partly I just became so obsessed with farming that it was just one of those
Yeah.
things, different interests. So that never worked. It was quite amicable, but I've been there and done it. But I will get married at some point, definitely. But it's the money thing. It's like, to
It
me,
is insane. It's
ridiculous.
insane.
but
But
even,
there's something
like,
so nice about a wedding.
like, we're obviously desperate to get a farm. You guys are pushing on as well, but we're obviously desperate to get a farm. But like, I just don't think you can be that desperate to get a farm if you're spending 20, 30 grand on a
yeah.
wedding. It's like, how much do you really want the farm if you're wasting that money
That's
when
it. I'd
something that
rather
doesn't matter?
to go towards the farm than
Yeah.
something we'll never see again. Like,
Exactly. I'd rather buy sheep with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'd like a wedding.
Oh, do you know
Yeah,
the
the white dress.
only
Yeah.
there's two big things that we've learned from this podcast, or one big thing we've learned from this podcast is inheritance. There's no inheritance tax if you're married, so like your wife or partner, or
So it makes
husband
sense.
gets it. Yeah, absolutely makes sense. And the other one is just like the Waynes. Like, so that Lizzie's got the same name as the Waynes.
Yeah.
That's the big
Yeah, I
thing.
think
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that's
so
with
nice.
us, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just the odd one out. They're
Yeah.
all brown and
Yeah. Because you've got, how many kids have you got?
5.
And one was just born.
11 weeks is she now? What are we on? July, June, July, August.
She was born 2 days before the judges come for the Farmers Weekly.
Yeah. So that's all you on the.
But I could just walk, just about.
Because she had C-section. And,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Were they all C-sections?
yeah.
Yeah, all
Were
of
they?
them.
Yeah.
What's the sort of age gap between them?
What's that?
9 and
9 and
8.
8. And then 4 and 5. And then this one. So too close, had a break. Too close, had a break.
Yeah.
And then,
One
and then
slash
too close.
two. No.
Too close again. Are you finished yet? Are you still? Is it just a Yorkshire thing that shepherdesses have to have
No,
like 10
it's
mains? Amanda
It's
is.
a rule.
Well, Amanda's got like 9, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was natural. I know, yeah. But I don't know. It's just the thought of never having kids again. It freaks me out.
It's handy when they're close together because they
Yeah,
can play with
'cause
each other.
They just you don't need to do much.
We have
Yeah,
one,
like
we have
Yeah,
one
like
now.
Jock
She's a
and-
baby, but when she gets to where she's playing,
She's,
the others are going to be too big to want to play with her, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so you
So you need to have another?
You almost need to have another one.
Well, so her mum says.
So mum says, she's like, just have one more. Because she has them all, does my mum. She has them all overnight. Like
Oh, she'll
5.
take them and
Oh, yeah, easy.
yeah,
Is she?
Yeah, anytime
Is she
I
quite
want her to have
close?
them.
3/4 of an hour.
Yeah,
really.
something
But,
like
yeah,
worth it.
She
Yeah,
can.
Oh, will she come and get them?
We can't do
No,
what
no.
we do without her mum. Well,
No.
we named the last child after her.
Is that
Oh,
right? Oh,
did
keep us
you?
smooth.
Sheila.
Oh, that's
Bloody
great.
smooth,
Nice, great job.
See if I could get free nursery care, I'd name them after the last nursery. In fact, I'll go to one called Granny Smith. I'd just call him Granny Smith if I could get it for free, I tell you.
Yeah.
Bonnie, we could be renaming you. So no, that's fantastic.
Reduce the risk of fly strike and livestock irritation at grass with Crystalyx garlics. Flies and midges are a constant pest to livestock throughout the summer and are responsible for diseases such as summer mastitis, pink eye, blue tongue and Schmallenberg. No repellent is 100% effective in the fight against airborne biting insects. However, Crystalyx garlics can play an important part in reducing the number of flies that land on livestock. Containing concentrated garlic extract, 5 times more potent than pure dried garlic, Crystalyx garlics offers a natural defence to biting insects, with the high sulphur compounds in garlic acting as a natural insect repellent. With a full complement of vitamins, minerals and trace elements, Crystalyx garlics balances the known deficiencies in forage while stimulating the rumen for enhanced animal performance. Make the switch this summer to research-proven Crystalyx garlics.
And is this a Yorkshire thing? No, is there big families in Yorkshire?
I just always wanted.
Well, we had 2, and then
We got farm, didn't we, in 2019?
This is a tenanted farm.
Yeah, 10-year tenancy.
yeah, well, we got together, didn't we? Sort of when we were 15, 16, and then the farm I worked
For the
at.
purposes of the tape, you were both 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the farm I worked at. He had a holiday cottage, and it'd been rented out for years. Anyways, the tenants were leaving, and he said, "Would you like to live there?" So we moved in there, didn't we?
Yeah, in 2013. so I remember.
2013. And how long were we there for?
5 years.
5 years.
Because then we moved from
In
there
amongst
to-
that, I was renting land here, there, and everywhere, farming sheep. I was never at home. So Samantha decided one Christmas she'd had enough of me, so
I booted him out.
off she went.
Well,
I come back from work. Well, no, it wasn't work. It was a
This is
weekend.
before the kids.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
no, I had
which
2.
we'd already had 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had
right, okay.
2.
And all she'd left me was my armchair.
And a bin bag full of stuff. That was all he had.
Out the front door.
Just, yeah,
But
just sit
no,
door.
she went. I was still
Oh,
and
right,
left
okay, she
the
just left.
armchair.
Yeah.
So she went and got a house
I don't
somewhere in a
know.
town somewhere.
We're in it.
Anyways, she managed one night without me. So.
Yeah, one night.
That's only one thing. Oh, God.
But you made your point.
But I've changed him.
Yeah.
We're doing that. You're a different
It
man.
wasn't-
Really?
Oh, man, yeah.
But it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was more we were
lifestyle, I
spending
think.
time together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was never there. I was
Yeah.
going in the morning. I was coming back in dark. Kids were
Yeah.
in bed, and you know.
Yeah, and I had 3 jobs as well.
She wanted to
Hey.
be a part of it,
Mhm.
and it just wasn't working. If you know what I mean. So
Clashing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, I can totally attest it. Like, as I say, exact reason I get divorced was
Yeah.
like just never doing it. Didn't want to go on holiday or do anything other than run about after sheep, shearing, scanning,
Yeah.
working sheep. That's all I wanted to do. So it was a natural thing. Whereas, yeah, at least you have managed to.
Well,
bounce
we
back.
dis-
So you came back the next day saying,
No,
actually,
No, he
no,
came
I
actually,
went to
actually, I love
her.
that armchair.
I went to Samantha, and then we decided, right, well, if we want it to work, we're going to have to get a farm.
Okay.
So we looked here, there, and everywhere. And it was only by chance she worked on the farm
We're at.
that we rent now.
Okay.
And I lived next door, a mile away. And we were going one day to look wintering sheep. And now our landlord was on the side of the road, looking a bit. So he'd had enough. So we pulled up to have his, see how he was doing. And he just said, I've had enough. I don't want to see another lambing time. This is 1 February.
Right.
And my boss said to me, he says, there's a farm there for you. And we talked about it, and I got back at night and I said to Samantha, I said, he's had enough. And so you went, didn't you? And he said, look, we'd be interested in your farm. Within 6 weeks we were in.
Is that
Wow.
right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
because it was 3 years I worked for him prior to taking it.
And he didn't want to sell the farm. He wanted to keep
He
it.
went to the local auction mart, because actually they're a land agent company, and they wanted him to sell it.
Yeah.
But he dug his heels in. He said, I don't want to sell it. He said, I want to rent it. And they said, we'll put it on the open market. He says, no, I don't want it to go on the open market. I've 2 people I want to rent it to. It's either that or nothing.
Yep.
And that's how it came
Yeah,
about.
because he didn't want strangers or people that don't know how to farm a hill farm.
He wanted somebody he knew, that knew the area, knew the ground.
Yeah.
And we were there.
But credit to him as well, because I think you guys were very similar to myself. Like, you probably didn't have two bob then
No.
either. So, like,
We
if he
had
puts it,
nothing.
We had-
so if he puts it in the open market, you're not getting it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
It's the same. Even me, like, even with the sheep game and stuff doing as well as it is, like, I've went for farms and I can't get them either. Like,
We even tried, didn't we, on a couple?
We tried on one in the valley that I come from,
Yeah.
and we didn't get it. We got into last 3 or something. It was only a small farm, and in hindsight, I'm glad we didn't get it, because we wouldn't be where we are now. I'm a big believer in things happen for a reason. And I was
I believe that too.
twined at the time that we hadn't got it. But yeah, But when we took this one, there was quite a big condition. You take it with no payments.
the farmer keeps the payments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
So that was a struggle to begin
is
with.
quite a considerable, it was quite a considerable amount of money.
Yeah, but it's all relative to the rent as well.
Yeah, rent was...
And sometimes I'm trying to. I don't really know how it works in England. Like, we have like a national reserve here. Can you get, for your first go of entitlements? Can you get them for free?
Yeah, you could do. I don't know whether it still stands now, but yeah, there is like a reserve.
Yeah. So your first time claiming, whereas now you would need to buy them.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, if I'm renting ground, I much prefer the ground to come without entitlements. Because I don't. For me now, because I need to buy those entitlements.
Yeah.
And it's never any security in the ground. It's only, so you buy the entitlements, you claim it for a year, that wipes its face. Maybe it takes 2-3 years to get back ahead to where you are, and it's just messy, and like, there's no security with it. So I actually don't mind now if it's just like.
Well, we said,
the
didn't
rent's
we? We
cheaper.
said at least we know where we stand. And it was back then we didn't know where the payments were going to be, and there was talks of them fake,
Mm-hmm.
Phasing out.
So we said, right, well, yeah, okay. And yeah, we didn't have a penny.
No.
We had nothing.
Yeah.
But then we had a few sheep
we
to
had
buy.
sheep, and we were with land here then everywhere, but physically money in the bank, which you needed, we didn't have.
How many
So-
sheep did you have at that point?
What did we have?
300?
300-ish.
300.
Chivets and a few crosses.
You see, where I come from, we had land here, there and everywhere. And I farmed with my brother a bit. We sort of farmed together.
Set off initially, you and him.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was me and him. He's 2 years younger than me, is he?
Yeah.
And I can be quite honest, when we were renting land here, there and everywhere, we were making money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd know, I know you'd be
Machinery.
renting,
Yeah.
but when you get a farm, it really steps up a level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
'Cause you need this, you need that. Yeah, you don't have to. You can use contractors, but type of land we were on, and I'm a bad waiter. So yeah, we decided, right, we'll be self-sufficient. So started buying machinery,
Yeah, that's where the money.
up sheep numbers, up cows numbers.
Yeah.
And at the start, it was good. Was Alan, our landlord?
Yeah.
He helped us. He said, look, we'd agreed on we'll buy this, we'll buy that, buy sheep,
Didn't mind waiting.
and he said, pay me as and when you can.
Amazing. Amazing.
And that was a big help to us, wasn't it?
speaks a lot, doesn't it? doing
Yeah.
that?
All right. Do we give
Absolutely.
this guy a shout out? What's his name?
Alan Burbeck.
Alan Burbeck, yeah.
Alan Burbeck.
Yeah.
Right, well, shout out to Alan, because like that.
That's
like,
huge.
But folk don't realise how rare those opportunities are, and how it doesn't actually take. And I know it's easy for us to say because we're the ones that benefit from people. Like most of my ground rented is just decent people that just want to see somebody getting on.
Yeah.
You know, most of my ground isn't been to the open market. It's they know me, they've offered me the ground, and they're just happy to see somebody getting on and making a start, similar to what you've got there. And like folk don't realise how important that is, even just for farming, for young people in farming. Because see, if everything went to an agent, like we would not get any of it.
No,
Just bigger farms just swallow it up.
They do. The established guys, you know, blackie guys, you know, for example, that are well established and always desperate for more grazing for winter and whatever, far more money than we can have and can stomach, and they can overpay for bits because across the rest of their business it levels out. Whereas when that's the only bit you've got, if you overpay for it, you're struggling all the time.
Chasing your tail, aren't you?
Absolutely. So you've been buying tractors and all sorts. Just pay him back as you could.
Well, no, we used a bit of his machinery because he had every piece of machinery he ever needed.
Yep.
We used a bit of his for the first sort of 2 years, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we decided we don't like borrowing, so we went down the road of buying our own. And then me and my brother already had a tractor, so we used that a bit at the start. And then we decided, right, we needed one there, so we went and bought one, didn't we? And then we needed another, because he works with us now, does Peter. So with 3 tractors, one each, you know.
Handy for silo time.
We've bits of good land rented, here, there and everywhere, so we make all our own crop.
Self-sufficient.
Like it.
So
That's brilliant.
It's the weather, isn't it?
So how many acres are you at now, and how many sheep and cattle? What are you at now?
We've lamb about 1,000 sheep, keep between 250, 300 followers, calving 50 cows this next spring.
Is there money in the cows?
Probably technically no, but
Works well in the
they
system.
work together.
Yeah,
you know?
they do.
That's
Because
my next move, I think. Maybe some cows.
our type of land, you could just farm sheep, but they do complement each other very
Like
well.
the cows will eat what the sheep
Our
don't.
meadows are it's pure grade quality land. The house stands at 1,000 foot and all the land raises up above it.
Yeah, it's like beautiful Yorkshire Dales countryside.
Oh yeah,
though,
it's
eh?
beautiful.
It's amazing.
Oh,
Till
man,
it's raining sideways and snowing for 3 days.
It's nice on a nice day.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And what about the crop side?
Well,
What
we
are you
make
growing?
our own crop. We rent
And when you're saying that, you just mean silage? Or you
silage.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Yeah,
round
silage.
bales.
Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
right.
Round
Okay. Sorry, I
bale,
thought you
everything. Yeah.
yeah.
you don't know, there's no arable stuff.
No.
No.
Oh no.
No, there. No.
The only thing we can grow is rushes.
Yeah. So you buy everything else is bought in. You do your own silage.
Yeah.
Did you use like a fodder? Like what do you call those wagons?
We round bale everything. Make
Well
okay,
done,
yeah.
yeah.
a 1,000 round bales a year.
What do you call those wee machines that you tow behind and it's like a wee chopper? Is that a forage? A forage?
Yeah,
That's like
forage
a
forage or
boxes.
just
Yeah.
yeah.
Drag one.
Yeah. It's just-
And then there's
Drag
forage
forage.
box, or there's your
Drag chopper. Or whatever they are.
what are the them?
it's like a wee thing. It's like a wee mini chopper,
Yeah,
but
and
you
then
drag
it's-
it behind the tractor.
it's out,
Yeah.
Yeah. Shows what I know about stuff. Sheep is all I know. Okay, so you're just bales everywhere.
Bales, yeah.
And how many acres was it? Sorry, I think I interrupted
What
before.
we're now roughly
We're
about
running
500
acres
in
with,
by, and then we've grazing on 2 commons.
yeah.
So is that like, is that shared? Is that like in
Yeah,
Scotland?
it's
You'd
like
be,
common grazing.
Yeah, okay.
So everybody has so many sheep rights. And
And is everyone muck in? What are they there in the winter or just in the summer?
we are the only ones that tip back in winter.
So does that mean you're the only ones that have got the rights to it, or just you're the only ones that do
Only
it?
ones that we didn't go into the scheme, you see.
Yeah.
They
Well,
all
Alan
took the
didn't.
golden handshake.
Alan was sensible, you see. He didn't.
Alan wants to see his farm
Yeah.
farmed, so
Not.
he didn't take the golden handshake to take sheep off in winter. He said no.
Right. I just want to keep farming. Is this like an environmental thing? You don't put
Yeah,
the sheep.
Yeah,
Okay.
take them off for winter. It's great in summer. We can lose a lot of sheep, but in winter it is hard work.
To keep them all.
Feed and
Do you feed them up there? Like, do you
every
take
day.
yeah,
those?
we're quite hard stocked, you see, and
I would say so. 1,000. Oh, how many acres is on the commons?
thousands.
Oh, it's okay,
Right.
it's massive
But-
expanse,
Yeah,
but it's serious
but
rough.
you know, you've sort of sheep stick to their own bit, if you know what I mean. So you don't really gain anything by nobody else being on. It's just
They're hefted. And they're Swaledales, a lot of Swaledales.
well, we took over with the farm 550 pure Swaledales. I hate the things.
He doesn't like him. They just don't make
You two would have so much in common.
I don't think.
Have you ever seen a Swaledale up close?
Yes.
What do you think? Talk me through it.
I don't think they're the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
No, I don't even know if a Swaledale farmer would ever say they're particularly pretty.
I don't know. Some of them
They
are
have
just...
a purpose.
They're all tunnel vision.
Do they
aren't
though? What do you tell me the purpose now?
Listen, I'm just trying to. I ask the questions. All right, I ask the questions here. I'm just trying to keep everyone happy. All right, Wayne Hutchison will be watching this.
Oh, well,
right?
yeah,
He knows already.
Get-
What
they
we think.
all.
Getting upset.
I can tell you a story. When we first come to where we come to, there was folk out of Swaledale, which is a valley over where Amanda Owen's from. You know, they were Swaledale men. They couldn't see past Swaledales. Oh, they're everything. They're all coming with Texel lambs
White-faced
now.
lambs.
So what they running? What ewes are they run?
Well,
Swale to the
I think
Texel?
what they've been doing is putting Texel tup onto Swaledale,
Get your text
keeping the
nails.
replacement Texdale.
See, no hate. I actually I've got no hate towards
Hashtag no
Swaledales.
hate. There's another t-shirt.
But why do people really hate them? Why do
No,
Right,
it's not
talk
so
him
much
through.
hate.
Well, I'll tell
how
you
they
from
don't
me.
make
I think he
anything.
does. I think he hates
He's
them.
got a really good thing here. He's got a really
For
good
me,
I don't think it'd take much for Oliver to feel that way about things. So I'm still not sure how he feels about us right now.
for me, with the Swaledale, is they're not worth anything.
Talk him through it. It's really good what you say.
You know, I can run a Cheviot or a Cheviot cross or a Texel cross in some cases. I can run them exactly where I can run a Swaledale. And I can bring them sheep in off the moor middle of September. I can wean the lamb. I can go straight to the auction with the lamb off the white-faced sheep, and I can make anything between 90 and £110.
Right.
Sell
did
them
that-
store immediately.
Yeah. If I did that with the Swaledale, I'd be lucky to get 40 quid.
Why is that?
Okay,
Then you need the
Just
weight.
'cause they're
don't
held.
you?
well,
So
they're
there's-
just so narrow, carcass
Yeah.
so light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fashion again. I mean, to be fair, blacky weather lambs aren't in the fashion. All lambs are dearer, so they're lifting up. But there has been a recent trend, you know, where even blacky weather lambs are suffering a bit.
Yeah.
The store buyers, they want a white faced lamb, or they want a
Same with the
commercial type lamb that they can finish easily.
Yeah.
That's bred to have meat. You know, a swale is bred to be light and survive on fresh air.
Yep.
That's the reality.
But I think, and the Swaledale lot aren't going to like me for this, but
No.
but
Surely not.
I say it as it is, and I've talked to a lot of people. They've bred the goodness out of them
Okay.
with this scrapey gene testing.
Right.
They've took certain things out, and I'm not old enough to know about it, but I've talked to people, and they've said no, they're definitely. They're
Right.
not hard. They're supposed to be hardy. They're not.
The
It costs me more to winter a Swaledale yow than it does a Cheviot yow.
Because she's so big.
Well, she's just soft.
The
They're just,
dry.
Right.
They
they're
molly
just
coloured, don't
soft.
they?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Chan. We love a bit of controversy, especially when it's not me saying it.
I know.
No, interesting. Well, we need to get. We like to get all sides of the story. I'll need to get Wayne in here at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, you get
And do you know what's,
Wayne
it's terrible. What's Wayne's son called again?
Sam.
Sam.
Yeah.
So here's a little confession actually, and I'm terrible for this. I have previously said at public engagements and when chatting to farmers at different evenings and stuff, and maybe even on here, that when I first looked to do YouTube, I was really fortunate because there was nobody else doing YouTube, like nobody else farming sheep in the UK
Yeah.
on YouTube, which is rare on a platform like YouTube because it's huge, but that's a lie.
Swaley Sam.
Sam was already at it,
Yeah.
and I forgot
Swale,
about that.
Oh, okay.
So, but he'd kind of stopped when I started. Like
Yeah.
he done it when he was like young, like
Yeah,
a
he
young
did,
boy,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
he
He
totally
got to
stopped.
10k, didn't he? And then
Oh, it
stopped.
was great. Aye, and
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
totally. So he wasn't
Right,
actively on
okay.
it when but
But
he
he
did
had
have
done
videos out.
Yeah.
So the Swaley man.
That's
That's
the one.
him,
The
yeah.
Swaley man on
yeah.
YouTube. He still posts the odd video now, actually, again,
Nice.
but he should keep it going because it's a
Yeah.
good thing. So yeah, shout out to Sam. That's right. I remember seeing his videos. Just that he would only be like 12 or 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
just going about, watching his dad doing jobs and but talking like an old guy.
I love that.
The accent, the accent,
Yeah,
the proper
yeah.
Yorkshire accent, and you're talking like
Yeah.
no diss to him because it's great. But,
Yeah, it's great,
He's obviously
yeah.
well brought up to be wise, and he was talking like a wise guy, like a wise man. He knows his stuff. It was great. So yeah, shout out to them. So I will need to get Wayne on.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
For
Will-
pro
will Wayne-
swale.
Will Wayne defend the swales?
He will.
Right.
We
Okay.
should have a
Definitely.
debate.
Oh, yeah.
We should
No.
start Fit by
Debate night.
Farmers debate.
Debate night.
Yeah, get a panel.
Never mind your politicians.
Yeah.
We'll get two swaley men this side We'll get John Murray and Alan Blackwood this side, and they can just have at it. So how come we're seeing swales at £100,000 now?
You tell me, because
The Blackie guys are sweating.
fair enough. Them people that have sold them or whatever, yeah, they've years and years and years of breeding, but still, from the general public looking in, that looks bad.
Okay. Oh, yeah, but
you try and tell somebody that just comes across the farmer's garden £100,000 on it. You
They're
try
gonna
and tell them
think
that it's
farmers
a
are rich.
consortium and it's money that just goes
it's
around.
difficult.
They don't want to hear it.
yeah, no, I've done videos before trying to explain it. I've done videos trying to explain it. It's actually really easy to explain. And I've done one with Double Diamond before, talking about Alan. Alan was a third share in that. There's 120,000. The first tuppy put in the ring at Lanark off that made 100 grand.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Then, and then the rest of his pen, he had his money back from his first 5 lambs at Lanark. Every other female and every other thing he sold off that was he's in profit. Barrier costs of flushing. But do you know what I mean? But folk can't see. It's just another big business at the top. I agree it's not good for us. I agree. It doesn't look good for us. It makes bad headlines. Makes a good thumbnail for a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I see somebody doing 128,000 Cheviot
Oh, yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
That's one of your most viewed or heaps of views.
Yeah.
Because it draws folk in.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the same. You can't blame the Farmer's
But they're
Guardian
like
or
the
Scottish
same-
Farmer.
Yeah.
It's
No.
clickbait.
Yeah.
But they're like separate entities, aren't they? Like commercial and pedigree.
Oh, it's a
Like
different
they
game.
just need to be.
It's just a heap of money that just keeps going round.
Goes round.
Yeah.
You
It's
have
a-
it for so long
goes
and
round
then
and
give me
Yeah.
it back. And
Yeah, it's a different game, and and it slowly filters down through the genetics to everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is absolutely, and it'll be the same with the swales at that money and the blackies at that money. So yeah, okay, that's enough about the swales. I think we'll give Wayne a chance to come in and do a bit about that. But you do run them,
we do.
and you
yeah.
cross them all. Then you don't.
No, they're
No,
all
we have
one
to
pure.
keep some pure, yeah.
Oh, you have to.
We have
it's-
to,
They
because-
come with
Sorry.
the farm, you
We
see.
come with
You
the
have to-
farm.
Oh.
And that was sort of...
Sorry, right, okay.
So the only time we see money off them, really... You see, I'm going to go back to them because
This is the explanation I want you to say.
naturally you come... Well, we haven't this time, but normally we sell a 3-crop swale yow as a draft yow
Yep.
to go to lower ground for the
Easy
men
life.
to buy them to breed the North of England mules. Now, I've sat down and worked it out. That sheep only ever wipes its face because it comes in, okay, it's born as a gimmer lamb, a hog. It costs me to winter it. It goes to the top as a shealing, or you lot say gimmers.
Gimmers, yeah.
It usually has 2 lambs because it's been that fit. It doesn't suck them with a toffee. So you end up with 2
Little
ratty
s-
lambs comes weaning that are worth nothing unless you feed them. Usually one's a gimmer, one's a tup. Comes round as a 2 shear. It's gelled because it hasn't got over been sucking 2 lambs as a shearing.
That might help me.
As it comes as a 3 shear, it has a gimmer lamb. Goes back into the flock. What's
you're
it
not-
made me? Absolutely
Until you sell
nothing.
it as a...
Yeah.
And I stand by
Yeah.
that 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
But then,
That's why he doesn't like them.
well, yeah, your argument, yeah, see what you think. Your argument would be you could put a Cheviot up there or a Cheviot cross. Or,
Chiv it up there, I can have a lamb or 2 lambs off it. They're £100, no problem. If she does something wrong, get a fit, she's £100 plus.
Yeah.
I can sell Cheviot yows that have run twice as long as Swaledales for the same money I sell a Swaledale draft yow for in the cast ring.
yeah, and only
So-
3 crops.
Yeah.
It's not even an old sheep. No. Listen,
They
I
last
understand
forever,
that.
don't they?
You know, I'm not passing. It's your experience. That's what the podcast's all about, and you're making very fair points. And I think we do see. I mean, looking at the sales and just going around. Obviously, I'm scanning all over the country, including down with yourselves. I had a lovely little run to Yorkshire.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
very
you
good.
did, yeah.
Very well organised, I will say. Good sheep. Even the sales I quite liked. I mean, they could turn right round in the crate. and I think I got a great photo of one
Yeah,
like
you-
turn right
yeah,
round
you
and give me a
did.
kiss.
Yeah, you got one of the best sheep on the
Yeah.
farm.
They can move about, and my crush doesn't go in narrow enough to hold them still. But yeah, still great sheep. But we're definitely seeing a little trend. I think folk are liking this Cheviot because it's got a white face and a tight skin, nice round carcass, and it's great for that. It's great for every job almost.
Yeah.
You know, all right, you probably don't get a scanning percentage out it.
I don't know, they're getting better.
Listen. There's all types. You'll get some, but I'm being unfair there. You know, there's all types. I'm just thinking generally speaking, going about scanning, like for like, achieve it to a blackie.
Yeah.
The blackie's got it. If it's a like for like kind of sheep and a like for like bit, generally speaking, the blackie's got it in the scanning. But you're left like your weather lamb. It's just a beautiful lamb. Achieve it, like, cocky lugged, tight skin. Put it to any sire, and you've got this great little store lamb to sell.
Yeah, it's funny because when we first sort of started farming, I'd already had Chivets. We used to come up to Lockerbie, didn't we, to buy tups and come to yow sales now and again. I try not to buy yows, try to breed our own, but there was nobody I knew from down our way. Nobody. Now, I can't go 2 yards without seeing, that's right? Such and such.
Yeah.
They're all up there now.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Buying either yows or tups. Even some at Swaledale, man.
Is that right? Yeah, there you go.
So,
it's definitely booming. Like, I see it. You see the sale reports, and even at our local market here, like where it's not Chivet country here at all, like the Chivets were flying. Like, so there's obviously a wee swell there just now. So, and what did you buy at Lockerbie? You're talking about the ram sale last week. What did you buy?
This
was a
two
fortnight or
tups,
something.
didn't we? Yeah,
The
we
one
went
I
up on
wanted.
the Tuesday, was it? You wanted
Yeah.
some better
Yows.
yows to try and breed tups.
Well, yeah.
I knew.
They'd be a
Couldn't
fortune.
afford
Yeah,
them.
but I thought, no.
Well, I could
I'll
have
go.
dived in at them first few in ring, or them first few are all the cheapest, aren't they?
Anyways, we come away empty-handed, so we'd come back up on the day after because I wanted a tup, new. And I said, well, we have good Chivet yows ourselves, and in some cases I think they're better because they're bigger.
Yeah, they are big actually.
But anyways, so she wanted a tup to try and breed some tups, so we came back up and we did all right because
Bought them well actually.
yeah.
I think.
How much did you spend?
What did we get? We got
Mine was
one off.
$7.50.
One off.
I saw
Rennie.
in that Annie bun pen, but
New.
Yeah. You got one
Rav.
off. New Bank.
Robert
New
Rennie.
Bank.
Yeah, we
Was
got
it?
and I got
Yeah.
one off him. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
I
did
was-
really well.
He did well
anyway.
then because his pen. Oh well, sorry, I saw his post the other day from Lairg. I think he averaged about $2,000 or something. at
I
Lairg.
think he averaged more at Lockerbie.
Oh, did he?
I made him some money
Free.
that day.
He does. Aye. Fantastic stock. To be fair, it's weird that you say that. I literally texted him this morning to see if he would come on the podcast. I said when you get a quiet minute, come on the podcast.
Top man, like he can stock.
Oh, like I've friends with him on Facebook, like, and I see his posts, and beautiful stock.
Well, that's where we saw him on it.
Yeah, on
I said,
his
I'm going up to
Facebook.
Lockerbie, and I said, I'm on to buying one of his tups. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm
right?
going to do it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And when you did,
And we were in at 3,000 and 4,000, and
couldn't
Christ.
afford that. so
anyways,
chicken
I
out.
landed on at 1,200, and
Yeah.
I like him. I know when I get him home. So no,
Good.
we did all right that day.
There you go. Shout out to him then. We'll get him on the podcast. We can tell us
Yeah.
his secret because he does texels and everything like
Yeah.
it, big money. Like
Yeah.
he's got
All
it.
sorts, yeah.
He's nailing the sheep game. Shout out to him.
He's that.
And what about the YouTube? When did that start?
It started last February.
And did you just have a
February/March.
notion? Did you just think?
Last
No,
February or
yeah.
February just now?
Last February.
What,
So 23 or February just there?
23.
no, 24. You've
Oh,
only been doing
24,
it
sorry.
7.
24.
Just February there?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'd be a year in February.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Brand new.
yeah, still new to it all, but
So did
you
you,
learn
just
fast, don't you?
Yeah. And what made you want to start?
Just getting out there, really, just showing real life farming. Like we watch quite a few.
To make money.
Yeah, that as well, definitely.
You
But-
you used to make like little videos and put them on your Facebook
Yeah, like,
stories,
all
and
the
people
small
would
stories
comment and say,
anyway,
"Oh, that's great."
you know.
Oh, you had a really viral one at Lambing Time, didn't you? That was the
Ah,
Lambing
yeah, that
sing
was
song.
on
Yeah.
TikTok, that one, wasn't it? And
Well-
I've been on that, yeah. I said, start YouTube, and she ummed and ahed and ummed
A
and
bit
ahed.
nervous, I'm not like a talking to the camera type person,
Yeah.
but it's definitely growing on me.
Yeah,
now
it's
I'm
funny as well
enjoying
because
it.
Good.
you're obviously the YouTuber that's pushing it on and whatever, going, but Oliver's the one doing most of the talking. 'Cause you
Yeah,
are quite shy, like I noticed that
Yeah.
obviously when
Yeah.
we were down.
I'm not.
Which is fun, and it's funny that he's the one that said to start
And
the
he's
YouTube,
saying
but
the
he's the
most.
miserable bugger. But I'm honest, I cannot stop thinking about how good that T-shirt will be. But I'll let you do it. I'll let you
have
do
to
it.
watch this back.
Aye, I'll let you do it. I'm
Yeah.
happy being miserable.
Ah, that's the one.
It's
Honestly,
probably
that is
it's
gold.
probably already on a T-shirt somewhere. It's brilliant. So it's your idea, but like, how's it going? Like, I would say it's going incredible.
It's like it's a slow burning thing, but it's going really well, I think.
But you say that.
Got nice feedback off people, and
Yeah,
it's like a YouTube family, innit? Like, yeah.
Well, YouTube is the best platform of them all. It's the best quality audience. It's the best
Yeah.
people. Like, see a TikTok, it's trash.
Yeah, it is.
Like, TikTok's trash.
Yeah.
Like, if you can grow on YouTube, it is, and that's why I'm so like I started. Like, we've got like 300,000 subscribers, but really we've only got about 130 or so thousand. But YouTube started doing these shorts that go really viral. So I put a shearing one on that went crazy, and I was like, that kind of spoils my, like, I'm quite precious about the sheep game, and it's like, it looks false now that I've got all these subscribers when I don't really. It's all like people from all over the world that don't even speak English that have just liked that one shearing video.
Yeah.
So I moved that to shearing season, and I just throw random shots up in it, and that's at like 250,000 subscribers. But I don't really bother with it. Like Al's cousins, who does a bit with me, does some really fancy edit videos on it, but it keeps the sheep game quite pure because I'm quite precious of it. But it took me 14 months to get 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have 14 months.
But then you were really early on. Were you probably
as I
one
said,
of the first?
Apart from the Swaledale man, I'm pretty sure, someone can tell me if I'm wrong, I certainly don't remember any others doing it. So that was my advantage. But also, this was pre-TikTok and probably really like viral reels and stuff where everything was a slog. So you had to like grind it, whereas now you do a couple of viral TikToks and you get
goes mad.
Yeah, like yourself, you've got a great boost off that, but it's better that way. Like but it's not just the subscribers, it's your views.
Yeah.
Like that's
I'm surprised. Like
she'll say
your
to me,
views are great.
You were saying, I'm averaging 1,000 subscribers a month, and now I'm saying, well, it don't matter.
It doesn't.
Stuff the subscribers.
I'll tell you, there's hardly any YouTube channels that get more views than they have subscribers, and that's where you're sitting at the now.
Yeah.
You know, you're about
I'm
7,000
just
ish.
small. Yeah, like 7.5.
But at least 10,000 views a video.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
It fluctuates, doesn't it? Like.
Yeah. But like Lizzie, for example, has got 8,000 subscribers. I know a lot would come over from the sheep game, but you know, she's only sitting about that kind of 9,000 views a video. Do you know what I mean? So she's good. She likes your video. She'd obviously try to compete with you.
No way.
No competing.
But it's such similar things. Not competing, but she obviously uses you as a benchmark. You know, because these are similar things. You know, farming mums. Working with sheep.
Yeah, and I think people like to see children
love to see
in among
children,
it.
And are they interested, the kids?
Oh yeah.
We have to be very careful what's filmed because
100%.
I'm learning as we go along for that.
Quad bikes.
What to put on, what not to.
Yeah, quad bikes, tractor. We look at that guy getting a fine for the tractor thing. I didn't even know that was a law until I saw. And for anyone wondering, we're talking about a man in England who got a £3,000 fine for having a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Is it
was it under 13?
No, you can be 30. It's under 30.
So she was his granddaughter under 13 sitting in the passenger seat of the tractor, which is insane. I mean, that's an old-fashioned law.
I just think they're safer on
it's a lot of stuff.
They're
is
so
that.
much safer in the tractor.
And there'll be children on ours, but I'll argue with any health and safety man, they're far better sat there.
100%.
Yeah, but then, you know, you can't like fight the law and the laws of the law. But
I don't care. I'm not having a kid run over because of a stupid law.
No,
they sat there next to me and that's it.
I said it in the video I put up. My kids will be in a tractor. I might not film it to make life easier, but they'll be in the tractor. Like, if we ever have a tractor, right enough. We might never have a tractor. Easy to say when you don't have a tractor. But if we ever have a tractor, absolutely would, because rather than running about the farmyard.
Like one little step in the under wheel, like if you sat next to you just know.
Absolutely. And it's a sensitive thing, you know, I'm always wary talking about it, because with people listening to this that, you know, that have lost a child or someone from an accident like that, so I'm always very wary about going into a debate about it. But I mean, it's prime example, you're far safer sitting with you where you can see them, especially in modern tractors. And folk will say, what if the tractor tips up or anything like that? You could give that same argument for getting in a car. How many children die in car crashes every day? If we're going by that, then no kid should be in a car.
Modern tractors have the safety cabs anyways. They're designed
to
withstand throwing over.
It winds me up, like, just the way it is. I get the quad bike thing, 100%.
And we do. Yeah.
Albeit, I'll be honest here, we do it from time to time. Time to time being quite a lot. We don't video it because I agree it's wrong. I do agree it's wrong, and I agree with the fact that they're not safe. Like I do absolutely agree with that. But I don't judge it. I'm absolutely guilty of ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't film it because it's a bad example, but we all do it. I did it as me. You'd be on the bike all the time. Yeah. You probably still are quite often, like sitting on the bike. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's how we're all grown up.
Yeah.
But it's on the parents. It's the parents' responsibility. That's the thing. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to look after the child more than the parent, albeit sometimes that's not always the case. They need help. But yeah, moving away from controversial subjects, you've got to watch what you're filming.
Yeah, we're learning, aren't we?
You are.
Is that folk giving you a hard time in comments?
No, they've been quite good actually.
They've been really good in comments.
There's been one or two. We got one about a PTO shaft one day. Says there's no guard on it.
But there was.
I gave him a lecture about it. There actually was, and he just look a bit closer.
Do you reply to the comments? Oh no, you film him replying.
No,
You reply as her.
I couldn't reply.
No.
You'd stop me from replying because I'll just
No, I don't
argue
think
with
so.
him. Yeah, but
You've
I
replied to
I
one or
can
two.
now, so she must have unblocked me so I can.
But I
get
think
on
it's a
and
good
reply.
dynamic. I think like if as long as you can you should have, is your name Oliver Brown on it or is it some?
Well, I think so.
See that? Yeah, that's good then because
Yeah.
because
Oh, I
He
love-
gets involved.
I love
It's
controversy.
great, yeah.
it's
A comment's a comment. It all helps the.
So
look at
see the
it.
amount of things I've learned though as well from the comments like are fantastic, and that's the great thing. YouTube is constructive. Facebook as well, to be fair, quite often is very constructive. Folk will. I mean, TikTok's an absolute waste of time, but folk will give you, and even sometimes if they are being critical, sometimes you deserve it.
Yeah.
Like I've done things and people have criticised it, and actually on reflection, standing back, reading the comment, looking at what they're talking
They're
about,
actually-
I'm like, yeah, okay, they're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
And advice as well they give, don't they? And all sorts. And
Oh,
people
yeah, you
keep
can ask
sending kids
questions.
stuff, and I love it. Like boiler suits they don't want anymore.
Brilliant.
And, like we'll use it all, won't we? And someone sent Mabel some horse stuff because she really loves horses, and she got chucked off hers once or twice, and because she had no clothes and stuff. So they sent her some stuff, and it's just.
But the kids.
I'm
nice.
gobsmacked, like
See,
how
with
kind
YouTube-
people are.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why Liz, I've managed to get Lizzie into this starting their own YouTube channels because like see kids and farming, it's beautiful content.
Yeah.
It's a perfect childhood. There is not a better childhood out there. And
End of the day, it's all for them, isn't it?
well,
Next.
someone
generation.
commented my thing one time on Facebook going like I followed this as a farming page or something like this, not to see all this stuff. But to me, farming is family. It's all the same thing.
Way of
It's the
life,
whole
isn't
point
it?
in doing it and what it's all about. Like, that is the big thing about it. And that's why the content's so good and so wholesome. On to a bit of chastising though. Lizzie says you swear a bit in the videos.
I'm better than I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
definitely.
That's all we can.
improved.
That's all we can try and do each day.
I
And
do
I'll tell
beep
you
him now.
why. I'll tell you why. Because
Beep's okay. Beep's okay.
Yeah.
you don't realise, or I didn't, who actually watches them.
Mm-hmm.
We've got going to the local auction and I was
Kids.
talking to a fella and he
Yeah.
says, "Oh, my daughter has it on. It's on all the time," and she's only like 5, 6, 7, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I need to watch what I
You
say.
started realising who watched, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
definitely.
say to you, if I swear now, bleep it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do now.
Because
But that's okay
Cut
too
it
because
out.
it can add to the humour of it.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's
Folk
Yeah,
expect you to
yeah.
be grumpy.
But like, have you
We
seen our
watch-
son?
we
Like,
watch,
it's
It's just a
raw.
pain when you're editing.
we watched the sheep shepherd in Ireland. And
Yeah,
his
yeah.
old fellow. Oh, he just has me in stitches.
yeah.
But yeah, there's
The amount of time Glenn spends subtitling though.
yeah.
Like what a bloody legend. So his
really
dad's like
difficult.
proper old Irish.
Right,
Like
okay.
even me with like the Scottish, it's you're really listening to get it. You need to read the subtitles along with it.
Cathy arrived back again. We have to dip the last of them now. The rams are getting ready now to come out to be dipped. So I go up now into the rams, only up now. A big few days ahead of us.
But aye, he's good crack. But definitely, see if you want to grow that audience and like, and a lot of parents won't mind their kids see a bit of swearing, but like generally speaking, they've got enough bad habits about watching swearing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um,
I am aware.
But the beeping's good for a bit.
Do you think
of crack.
swearing is such like a weird thing?
Oh, it does. We swear a lot.
But I just think it's so weird how
Like,
just words can just
yeah.
be bad words.
Oh, I agree. Listen, I mean, I was in the police for 12 years. The swearing in the police, because the police eventually eventually somehow end up mirroring the Neds. Like the amount of swearing.
Because you spend time with them.
Aye, like,
Yeah.
because you're talking to them all the time and they're swearing and you're swearing. And,
Yeah.
like the amount of swearing in the police is just there'll be as much more swearing there than there is in farming.
Mm.
Oh, like honestly, 100%. Every word is a swear word. It's just especially in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Like it's unreal. So yeah, bad for, and you know Lizzie likes the odd expletive as well. We try not to do it in front of the kids as well, but we are definitely not these people that are like, oh shock offended at a bad word.
No.
But I fully respect that kids have got enough bad habits. The longer we can keep them away from
absolutely.
that, you know.
But saying that, our 2 eldest daughters,
Swear
they
like
know every
triples.
swear word there is,
Yeah,
but they don't use them.
yeah.
Not at school.
Yeah.
They, maybe when they're
Good.
really mad or they're falling out.
She might
they'll-
spell it out.
Yeah, she'll go. She'll say to her sister, "F you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they know that the swear words and they shouldn't be used.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Whereas
where
Jim, who's
he's
4,
just
he doesn't
like
really
4,
know
he
yet,
just-
so he just
yeah.
keeps saying it all the time. But
That's
I
probably
just,
a
we do
difference.
tell him
I
off.
just say
Jo-
no, you don't say that, and then he'll go to grandma's and she'll tell him no, and then he'll come back with a different word. It's not a swear word, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's all part of learning.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
anyone who watches a few sheep game videos will notice I say far too much. But I don't really. It doesn't bother me. But I get a real time for blasphemy. Is it blasphemy? Yeah, blasphemy. Because whenever I would usually swear, I say Jesus Christ or Jesus or oh God. I was like, God's sake. Like I'll always say that instead of swearing.
Yeah.
Whereas if I wasn't filming, I would just let out a wee swear. So now, but it's the same in front of the kids. So now Jock has got taken to say if something goes wrong or he drops a drink. The other day, I wish I had it on camera. He dropped a juice and he goes, Jesus Christ. And so it's in front of the kids, you say, oh Jesus or God or whatever, and he goes, Jesus Christ, and it was so kind of burst out laughing. So we'll catch it in video at some point. But I know what you mean about the kids. Like,
It's all part of a growing up, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. And it's like, let's be honest. It's quite funny when he goes like, it's funny.
It's funny.
But we said, didn't we, with you, if you're going to do YouTube, it's real life.
Yeah, it's real or nothing.
We are.
Lizzie loves that.
We
She
are
said that to me.
making
It's
it into something it's not.
No fancy editing or cutting bits out. It's just everything that it is. Aye, and she loves it. Yeah, and it's working because the views are there.
Yeah. Well, there was a fella called in the other day, didn't he? The prop shop. Well, he's running a Land Rover, so that was his own fault.
That was
but he wanted a grease gun to grease his prop shaft, and he said all he said is why we like it is it's simple.
Yeah, it's simple and
it's easy to sit down and watch and do. Because like I was speaking to someone before about it, and I've tried all sorts of stuff, you know, going and seeing different farms and making videos and doing that. The videos of mine that do best are just doing a job on the farm.
Yeah.
Folk just want to work with sheep or work with cattle or do a job on the farm.
Yeah.
They don't want it to be like heavy staged.
No.
And over the top. Like I have done plenty of those videos in the past. They just want to see you work on the farm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
well, that's all we do. We farm all day.
Every
come in
day.
at night, and all we do is watch farming.
Yeah. We go on YouTube and then we'll watch you all.
We can't find anything good to watch on TV, so we'll just.
Well, you switched it over last night, try and watch telly, and didn't even work. So that shows how long ago we actually watched proper telly. It's just YouTube all the time.
I did find out this morning. I'm paying £17 a month for Netflix. I thought Netflix was £6 a month.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was free.
Ours was free because you used to use your sister's account.
That's why it's free.
Aye. Your poor sister. Well, I actually think that may be part of the reason mine's so dear is because I think they charge you now for multiple users.
They
I'm
do.
pretty sure my mum's. Well, my mum's definitely on mine.
Mum stopped that. She cut us all off.
You've had to get your own Netflix?
No, I just don't have it.
Is that right? Okay.
Rachel got it.
So you do. You've
watch hers.
ripped off hers, right? I understand. There you go. But I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, that's mad.
Do
you watch anything on Netflix?
I did actually watch that Brassic thing recently. It's with Michelle Keegan. It's like it's like a Shameless. It's like Shameless.
It's like a series.
Aye, but it's kind of like remember Shameless with Frank Gallagher. Yeah. It's like a modern version of Shameless.
Is it good?
Oh, really good actually.
Is it?
Just fun. It's
I
just,
like Michelle Keegan.
There's a farmer in it. It's like a kind of farm in it, and he's heavily involved, and he's just like a old miserable shouting sweary. You in a few years.
Oh, you get on.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen it? Like the show, you'll have seen it advertised, maybe a clips of it. It's so funny. Like it is a good show. And I watch Still Game every night before bed.
Do you? Is that your routine? Yeah.
Still Game, you won't know Still Game, do you?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've not heard of it.
It's two old Scottish boys. It's a comedy.
You've seen it. I've watched it before.
Oh, them young lads?
No, them two old boys. One's
Jack and
mustache,
Victor.
Yeah, and it's
simple comedy.
It's good. It's funny.
It's just rubbish, but it's funny.
Aye, it's great. It's iconic, you know. So that's like my nightlight. I can't sleep if I don't have it on.
Oh, right.
Isn't that weird? Yeah. I've got issues. We'll get into that later. So yeah, no, that's TV. Like I was just rattling through some Tom Pemberton. I'm a Tom Pemberton fanboy. You know, as I said that I do like Tom's videos. Like I like how much it's progressed.
Yeah,
I always think with my videos, and I've mentioned this on here before, that's where I'm lacking a bit, but just seeing the progression's insane.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Like the difference. But see, once you guys kick off, how much is it bringing in just now? Let me guess, actually, don't tell me.
Yeah, have a guess.
I'm going to say, you do about 3 videos a week or more?
Every other day. Yeah.
So 3 or 4.
I'll try and every day.
A week, 10,000 views. I'm going to say you're bringing in roughly, you must be about £900 to £1,000 a month.
Yeah, you're probably close.
Is that?
This last month was, 1,300?
Good.
Nearly 1,400, actually.
That's tremendous.
Brilliant.
I think the top video helped with that one.
Because I get a
Because
few.
they watched for longer.
Yeah, but it's consistent. See the amount of views you're getting doing so many videos shows how much people. Because people watch this again. It's like they're obviously coming back all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
it's a good earner, eh?
Yeah,
no wonder he's softening up.
I'm usually working out. Like I have all sorts of jobs. I've done all sorts, haven't I? Like waitress, like receptionist, everything, and I'm stuck at none. But now that I've got this, I can stay at home with kids a bit more, not rush around.
Thing is,
you're doing what you're doing anyway.
Since I did YouTube.
Thing is though, she likes doing it. That's what I can't get my mind around.
Aye.
I'll say, right, I'm coming with these cows. And she's
Wait,
there,
let me get my
setting
drone.
the camera up, and I'm thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That is so good, though.
I went one day for some lambs with this bit of ground rented, and I went and got these lambs. I was far longer than I ever should have been, and I thought, right, I should be stood there to turn them in. I come with the lambs, there's like 300 lambs. They ran, it was a single track road, they ran past the entrance. Well,
I felt like running with them.
Decent dogs, they can get by them, like, but I thought, where is she at? And I got to the entrance there, she was trying to set a camera up.
Well, I didn't think you'd be that fast.
And not a swear word was said.
Oh, no, definitely
Oh, yeah.
not.
That was a marvellous day.
You cut that one out. You couldn't even do
All
the
them
bleeps.
lambs in that humour was very fun.
The-
I still made my video though.
Then she's saying to me, it's all about the angles. Oh, I need to move it. It's all about the angles. Oh,
It's just
man.
fun though.
Keep it fast
like-
paced, keep it moving, keep
yeah,
it real.
just put it in different areas.
Are you
And
just
that's
using your
it.
phone or using a GoPro? Or?
Just a GoPro thing. Just
Yeah, yeah.
stand
Did
it
you
up
not
and
see
leave
the
it.
one of the next hurricane?
No, was that kicking a ball?
Oh no, it got banned
Camera.
off TikTok. It got
You
banned.
kicked the camera?
Yeah, he smashed it.
My brother,
Oh, did you maybe put a shot of that on
Yeah, but it got
social media?
banned for bullying and
We
harassment
were-
or something.
we
Did it?
were,
Yeah.
we were busy
Right, so-
siloing. It had been a stressful summer as it is. We've ploughed various fields. I wasn't in a good mood as it was. My brother pulled in the field and he got stuck with the tractor. I thought, he's not that stuck, I'll go and pull him out. So we tried with one tractor, didn't we? Couldn't shift him. So
Great
in the-
content, great content.
well,
Yeah,
I'm seeing it
that's what I
already.
was thinking.
So we messed around, tried to pull him this way. I couldn't shift him. So we put 2 tractors on, didn't we?
Got my vulture out, yeah.
In amongst this, I got off my tractor after I'd tried. We'd made a right mess. I'd snapped chains. There was no chains. We were like a mile away from the house. Everything was just going
Getting
wrong.
on top of
I got
it.
off the tractor and there was a camera sat there looking at me. So I just...
You booted it and it filmed as it was going around.
That's great content. So
Yeah,
that get banned
but-
on YouTube as well?
No, I
No.
thought then I'll put that in just
Oh,
in case
okay,
they
in
might
case they
think
ban it.
like...
But you put it on TikTok, didn't it? It
Yeah.
went mad and then all of a sudden...
got
yeah,
like
got,
nearly 800,000
yeah.
things.
I think you need to put
got
in the
banned.
caption like this is trained professional or this is an actor. or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fine for so long and somebody must have reported it, you see.
Do-gooders.
But,
Do-gooders.
and then you filmed... all it broke was the front screen, wasn't it? And you
Yeah.
filmed with that for a bit longer, but then your settings kept going all to stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Aye,
Out to
exciting.
buy her a new
So,
one.
good earner, so keep pushing that forward. Before you know it, you're at
Yeah.
3-4 grand a month.
I
Oh,
hope
that
so.
would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Takes the pressure off though, something massive.
Oh, man, aye.
Like it's great, something for
like
yourself. And I think you're a great example to other people watching this who thinking I might start a YouTube because there's loads of them now doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
it's-
would-
And it's not a like I was joking, you know, Liz, it's not a competition.
No.
Like I can't get enough farming content, so
No.
we need more.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
I want more,
Yeah.
especially sheep folk.
Yeah.
Like we need more sheep because it's
But you
hard.
get a lot of
It's hard to
people-
YouTube with sheep because it's the hardest job.
You get a lot of people messaging you, don't you? Oh, my partner wants me to start it. I just, you know,
No,
I'm
and I
just,
guide them through it and
Yeah.
tell them what to get or how
yeah,
to start. and-
young lad, isn't there? Barton Wool.
Yeah.
Little lad Jacob. He's
Jacob
not so old.
Barton.
Is he 9 or 10? And
Yep.
And he
she
does
was
his
asking how
videos.
to edit things and what stuff to download it, whatever.
Hi, Jock.
Hey, yo.
Here's Jock. For anyone listening, Jock has entered the room.
Yeah.
Did you get caught out with all these strangers? Jock, we were talking about you.
Yeah,
Wait, did you say something when you dropped your drink?
yeah.
What did you say?
I just got that.
I don't know what you said there. What did you say?
I sounds like Jesus Christ.
Oh, did it?
That's not Colin.
Yeah, that's Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to play with Colin. We'll be 2 minutes.
Colin!
There we go.
Most foragers don't supply sheep and cattle with enough cobalt, copper, iodine and selenium, critical to digestion, immunity, reproduction and growth. When it comes to supplementation, there's a danger of under or oversupply. But when bolusing with Animax Tracesure, you can be sure every animal has enough for up to 6 months in one single application. Animax, giving what it takes.
I was going to drop a great quote there. Actually, people ask me all the time about starting YouTube, and there's a great quote. Not my quote, but it's one thing is like the most important thing with starting YouTube is get started. You're going to be terrible at the start. Just get started. And the great quote is, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. It's a good
Oh,
quote.
I like that.
I like that,
Do you know what I mean?
Cammy.
that, yeah.
Like I'm not saying I'm great in any way at all, but you go back and look at my first video, shocking. It's like talking like this. I'm feeding my sheep today. We're feeding them
No life. Yeah, I know.
rolls, and I'm chewing gum, which is horrible when you and feeding them new rolls. We need these new rolls. It's 18% protein. Here's the bag, 18%, and it's like, but you've got to just start.
Oh man,
You know, I got about 3 views. Took 8 hours to edit it. Likely got 3 views, and that's how it's going. So not happy to give you a bit of a push here. Hopefully you see a lift from it. It's great content. Lizzie loves it. Lizzie's here now. She'll get to
We'll get a selfie.
bump into it. Absolutely.
Are your payments failing
Full,
then?
like-
They're cutting them out.
No, not yet. There's always talk of it, and they're reducing the budget, so it's going to come at some point. Absolutely, is going to come. But so far, it's as it was. But some folks say our government's good to us, but actually, there's maybe the other argument that they're just so disorganised they haven't decided what they want to do yet.
Well, it's like that with us. They come out with these stupid Elm schemes and this, that, and
SFIs
the other, and they thought the uptake was going to be massive. And, I think they said that 100 million hadn't been claimed for because folk weren't entering the schemes because they were that duff. That they just
Schemes were that ridiculous.
Yeah, they were just crap. Money was
Rubbish,
nothing.
weren't they?
So folk thought, well, we'll just farm.
Mm-hmm.
So they're on about. They're hoping. I think NFU and them are hoping to trying to get it to carry it over into the next, whatever it is, next year's budget.
I keep the money,
I
but
think
they'll
they
end up
won't.
taking it
I
back.
think
No,
they'll
they're
take it
desperate
back.
for money.
Yeah.
Aye, absolutely. No, listen, fantastic. We're a good bit over the hour there. I don't think there's not too many expletives and stuff to cut out.
No.
To be fair, I think you've been very well behaved. Oliver, very good of you. Listen, I think that you're doing good work with the YouTube. You're onto something. I can tell by the following that. And hey, it's going to take the pressure off a bit financially as well.
Oh,
when
yeah,
does your
it does
tenancy
help.
run out?
Well, we're 5 years in, aren't we?
Well, 6 years in February.
Yeah.
So
It was
another
10-year
4 years.
tenancy, but there's nothing to say it won't.
It's
Carry
quite
on.
negotiable, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
He's all
You
right,
want to
Alan.
renew it?
I want to
About now,
buy
do you
it.
not?
I want to buy
I'd
it.
love to
I
buy
do.
it, but
But
a lot can happen in 4
How
years.
much money will be in it? 2 million?
Oh, it shouldn't be
no,
that
1.3
5.
maybe I would have said.
Okay, 1.3.
But like, you can't just buy them though. You need
No,
to
but
own
you-
something to
Well-
financially put against.
Well, this is the problem.
borrowing,
Yeah,
so
this is the problem I have as well. Is that
even if you
you
save,
need to be really rich
yeah.
to get a lot of debt. Like, see if you want to get a lot of debt, you need to buy someone at 1.3 million, even with Oxbury Bank, who's taking like 25% deposits. You're still at half the time you add fees and stamp duty and everything. You're like $500,000 easily. So you need to have $500,000 in the bank, and to make $500,000, you need to make 700,000 because you need to pay tax.
Yeah.
And you need books that show you're paying tax to show you're a strong enough business to borrow. So you need to pay tax and still somehow get 500 or in stock, but even that in stock, have 500,000 in the back. It's so difficult when you don't have assets to borrow against.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And listen, we're in the same boat. I know.
It's a little
I know
simpler,
exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah.
To have assets.
You just need to grow the YouTube.
Yeah.
This is all pushing towards us buying a farm. Is like all these things we do is because you need to make a lot of money. There's no denying it. You need to get rich
Yeah.
to get in lots of debt.
Yeah.
It's true. So and you're on the right road. The sounds
Hopefully.
of things. So yeah,
Yeah.
keep that going. So Sam Shutt Farming on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Hard to upkeep, you know.
Tell me about
Like,
it.
I don't know how they do it. People put stuff every day on things and,
Oh.
and YouTube. Like, it's so hard.
I ditch Instagram a bit.
Yeah.
I don't really bother Instagram.
just do
Put my
few
stories
stories.
sometimes. Yeah, I do
Stories, yeah.
stories, but I don't really do posts. Like something's got.
But
I don't
Facebook
do TikTok
you do
really.
well with, don't you? Like,
Facebook's my main thing.
yeah.
I just like Facebook. It's a good audience. It's a quality audience.
Facebook's probably better than Instagram audience, actually.
I would say so. Like Facebook's a good audience, like good folk. So Facebook and YouTube are where I really put my effort in. The rest of it's kind of like throw the odd sharing video up, see how it goes. But no, keep pushing on. We'll go out and see Lizzie and the team. And thanks for coming all the way up here.
No problem.
Cheers,
Thanks
guys.
for inviting us.
Yeah.
And we're back in the room. Podcast done. Took a bit of warming up. Our Oliver.
I know. He's funny. I feel like he could be like a character in like a children's cartoon or something.
Like all joking aside, I think that is one of the big appeals of the YouTube that they do. Of Sam Shutt Farming. I think it's one of the big appeals is that he's such a representation of so many farmers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Do you know, like, see that line, I'm happy being miserable?
I know that was gold.
That is so true for so many of us.
Yeah.
And like, fair play to him. And he's honest about it. And do you know, I just love that they don't try and hide anything. They just show it real.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right.
And that's what Lizzie said to me as well about it. She loves about it. They just show it real. They don't
Exactly how it is.
They don't try and pretend like Oliver doesn't try and pretend he's some happy, cheery guy.
No.
Like I am a happy guy.
Yeah, but
It's easy for me. Like I am cheery. Like it's the way I am in the videos is the way I absolutely stand by it, is the way I am in real life. Is it? You've never seen a video. It is. I promise. Whereas like in Oliver's the same. It's just like, let's just say, and Sam, arguably, you'll agree, she's much shyer in real life than she is in the YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you know, she's...
But again, sometimes in this like setup and stuff, it is quite overwhelming. And probably if Oliver hadn't been here, you know, in that situation, you can sort of lean on a wee bit. Whereas if she's on her own, you know, it would have been different. Yeah,
it's easy to be quieter when they're sharing the spotlight in the chat, I suppose. Yeah, absolutely. But I think it also just goes to show though that she's getting out of her comfort zone to push forward and do things for the family, for them as a farming couple to try and push forward. Like she knows this is a route to make some money. Something she's obviously getting very good at, and that she can do herself, as she said there, it's something she can do. That to help and to contribute, because as they discussed, you know, that was a really issue when she left, is that she wasn't been able to get involved, and she was been, you know, left looking after all the kids all the time, couldn't get involved as much as she wanted, and yeah, I think they've got everything sorted out now and they're going well. So do check them out on YouTube, Sam Shutt Farming. Great folk. I do. I really like what they're doing. When I went down and scanned for them, it's always that weary way or wary bit. I'm like, oh, what's this setup going to be like? And you know, I always worry going to new places. But they were a scanner's dream.
In what way?
Sheep all ready, all standing ready, all empty. We did it at 2 different bits. Back up, sheep rattled through. Plenty of staff, 4 or 5 people there. Plenty of staff, sheep rattled through. Next bit, boom, you know, 300 odd an hour.
Perfect.
A dream, like an absolute dream. Great setup. I thought they were really good sheep. Obviously, Oliver has his thoughts on the swales.
Yep.
I liked them. I thought they were good. I don't know anything about swales, but I quite liked them at the time. I thought these are quite nice sheep, but maybe it has really good ones of that type, but it still doesn't like them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always give folk credit for that, and you get a feed as well.
I was going to say, what was the feed like?
Yeah, got a feed as well.
Good.
So like it was perfect setup, and that's, as a contractor, that is definitely how I judge people. So I was how they organised they are.
Yeah, you know, 100%.
See folk leave you sitting about waiting all the time, like, oh, it's just so hard to plan your day. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Whereas that was great. So yeah, shout out to them for being organised for the scan. See you again next year. Didn't actually ask them what the scan results were like.
No, you didn't.
They can't be that bad. They never mentioned it.
Aye,
Do you think you would mention it to my face?
No, maybe. No, I don't know.
No.
I don't think so. Unless you asked. I think if you asked, they would have been honest.
I think so.
Like,
Oliver would.
Yeah,
Oliver definitely
if you
was.
asked, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, that's us for this one. Folks, we'll be back next week with another interview. We have... Who do we... Oh, I know who we have. Yes, a big man in the NFU, NFUS next week for a podcast. So we'll be back then. I don't think we have a Friday chat this week. We're getting organised for Lanark and whatnot, but thanks for listening again. We're going to end this now by saying we're all fed by farmers. That's the new thing, isn't it? Because that's our tagline.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been Cammy.
I've been Iona.
And we are all fed by farmers.